you, maybe mom put your name on the birth certificate, but you signed an acknowledgment of paternity after the child was born. So that's coming back to haunt you, Mr. Raditz, because the court must enter a support order that you have to pay for the child support. Good morning, both of you.
Good morning, Your Honor. This
originally came before the court. Mr. Raditz had objected to a referee recommended order addressing the issue of child support. Mr. Raditz was denying that he was a biological father. The court adjourned the matter so that the parties could secure DNA testing. The court has been informed that the DNA testing has been completed by a certified lab, and that test result establishes that the defendant, Jeremy Raditz, is not the biological father of the minor child who's 12 years old. And you both acknowledge that? Both of you have a copy of that DNA test report?
We didn't get the mail copy yet, Your Honor, neither one of us, but I had gotten the early email on the results and provided her with the message picture of it, yes, and as well as I have.
All right, thank you. Ms. Verge, you received a copy of that DNA test report?
Yeah, he sent me a copy.
Okay, and you both agree that the test results show that Mr. Raditz is not the biological father of this 12-year-old child?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Unfortunately, Mr. Raditz, Ms. Veers is receiving public assistance for this child. So the court has to enter a support order because of the fact your name is on the birth certificate. And I don't know if that's that critical, but you, maybe mom put your name on the birth certificate, but you signed an acknowledgment of paternity after the child was born. You signed and the front of the court has a copy of that. If you want a copy of that, you go to the front of the court, they can show you a copy of it. You signed an affidavit back then that the 12 years ago, you were the biological father of this child. So that's coming back to haunt you, Mr. Raditz, because the court must enter a support order that you have to pay for the child support, unless, so what the court's going to do, the recommendation from Ms. Patrick this morning is that the referee recommendation be adopted. So in other words, the issue of child support will be referred to the front of the court for investigation recommendation. It's going to take, perhaps maybe 30 to 45 days, and then you'll get a recommendation regarding child support. In the meantime, Mr. Raditz, what you have to do, and take a note, you can either hire an attorney or do it on your own. You need to file, in this case, a motion to revoke paternity. That's what Michigan law requires. You can find a form online. And of course, the statute generally says if you got to revoke paternity, you've got to do that within 3 years. But there are perhaps some exceptions under the statute that the court could consider it, even though the child's 12 years old. I don't know why, maybe you forgot that you signed an acknowledgment of paternity. So the court cannot dismiss this case, even though you have the DNA test results saying you're not the biological father. We need to go through the proper steps. So either hire an attorney, and you need to do this timely within the next 30 days. Either hire an attorney to do it, or you on your own go online, file the forms. I suppose you can even come to the front of the court and talk to your caseworker. Maybe they can help you with the forms. You got to file a motion to revoke paternity in this case. Do you understand that, Mr. Raditz?
Yes, sir.
So the Ms. Vera, do you understand that as well? So if the court revokes paternity, in order for you to continue with public assistance for this child, you need to name another biological father.
Yeah, she told me.
Do you know who the biological father is?
I do.
Okay. And who do you believe to be the biological father of Aubrey?
Brandon Thornton.
Okay. Is Mr. Thornton a part of the child's life?
No, not really. In and out. He knows that.
Okay.
That's his child, though.
So, right. So again, the time the court's going to adopt the referee recommended order, which basically grants Ms. Veers custody of this child and refers issue of child support to the front of the court for investigation recommendation. Do either of you have any questions for the court?
Your Honor.
No.
All right. So do move on that on a timely basis. Mr. Raditz, before a support order is entered. A motion to revoke paternity is what you need to file, okay?
Yes, sir.
And you want to attach to that motion a copy of your DNA test result.
Yes, Your Honor.
Right. That will conclude this hearing. You can both zoom out. You both mailed a copy of this order.